Hello everyone, Dennis here at the Federation Shipyard, coming to you with another update on the Polar Lights 1/350 scale TOS Enterprise. What I've got done now is I've got the warp engines here all done, all wired up, ready to go. Just got to run the wires into the secondary hull here. What I want to do first is kind of button this up, get all my wires sorted out here so I know which one's going where, and get them kind of labeled, and put some liquid tape over where I have some black tape covering some of the solder joints, and get everything looking in, all wires fastened down in there so it doesn't look such a bad rat's nest as it looks now. So and then what I want to do is glue these parts in here that go in for the pylon supports, get them all glued in, and once they dry, then start running the wires through into the secondary hull here, and getting these wires all fastened together and stuff, testing them and make sure the bussards and everything still work, and then we'll get this glued together. So just bear with me and I'll be back in just a few. Alright guys, what I got done now is I used my liquid tape, my liquid electrical tape. Here, show it to you. I don't know if it's going to focus or not, but got that from the Home Depot. What I did is went through all my joints, all my solder joints, everything like that. I do have the wires all bundled together here with the blue tape temporarily until I get these, when this all dries, then I'm going to start gluing everything down into the inside of the hull. And when I get that done, I'll come back. Until then, be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. I've got all the wires separated. I've got them glued in place, got them glued down to where they need to go. The only ones I didn't glue down were these beacon lights that go back here, these still strobe lights. Because I'm not quite sure how much of the feed I'm going to have to need for those yet until I get them up into the neck. So I want to be cautious with that, because once it's glued together, it's glued together. And I don't want to end up having to freeze it and pry it apart. So what I'm going to do next now is take the warp engine here and feed these wires through right here into the inside here and bring them up the bottom of the hole. And then test fit it and make sure it's fit good. Then glue it into place, and then do the same to the other side. And then I can use the wiring chart that I got from Ralph at Tenna Controls and wire the nacelles together so that way the bussards will be spinning and all the lights will come on. So as soon as I get the test fit and everything, I'll come back and show it to you. Hold on. Alright guys, I'm back. I've got the wiring gone through all into the secondary hull now. I do have it test fitted. I got it pulled back out so that way you can see the inside, how it goes through and into the inside of the ship. So I wanted to quick show you that before I continue on. Now since I had it fitted, test fitted, I'll get the other side going and get that test fitted, and then I'll get ready to glue everything together, and I'll be back to show it to you. Back in a few. Alright guys, before I continue on with Enterprise, what I want to do is show you this, what I got for Christmas. One of the presents I got for Christmas this year was, as you can see, I'm sure you guys already know what it is. It's the T-800 series of the Terminator. It's a vinyl kit. I want to see it real quick. Got a lot of work to do on this because the vinyl is kind of warped. I don't know if you can see that too well. It's kind of oblong there. His jaw is kind of crooked. There. This part that goes up under, whoops, goes up under his jaw here, somewhere on his jaw here. This, but up inside to make the roof of his mouth, whatever, or the back, to where the spine goes up in there. This is really warped, as you can see. So what I'm going to have to do with all these parts is put them in some hot water and then bend them as straight as I can, get them worked back to their in straight, and then cool them off in some cool water. That way they'll hold their shape. So I just want to show you some of the parts here, like the top of the dome of the skull. Might have to do a little bit of working with this right here because it looks like it got pushed up in there a bit. So area right here. Temple parts are pretty detailed. I like the detailing that are in these. It's really cool on both sides. Have to cut the excess like flash off and stuff like that because these get put in right in here of the temple there. And we have the part of the spine or the neck here, and this is the part that goes inside the head here to help hold the spine in place. Here are the eyes. Got to do some work on these. Have to drill out the center here. Cut this excess flash off. There's a lot of it on here for the eyes because this one come with LEDs. I don't know if you can see that too well right there. LEDs and all the little parts that go into his eye sockets and his where his mouth is, side of his jaw. So it's gonna hopefully look like that when it's all said and done. I got my clad paints here for chrome, so it's going to be pretty cool. This stuff is really nice. It makes everything look really cool. So I just want to quick show you that real quick before I continue on with the Enterprise, and be right back then. Alright guys, what I got done now is I got the wires all run through and come out inside the secondary hull. What I did to get them through there nice and easy is I took a straw, right here, just regular, your ordinary drinking straw, and I shoved it up through the bottom, up throughout. It came out like this, and then I just fed the wires through it, and then carefully pushed the pylon down inside and glued it in place. And then I took the straw off, and all the wires are exposed now. So all I gotta do now is get the other side done. Gotta let this dry first because it just got done being glued. All I gotta do then is, like I said, get the other side done and get the two halves glued together. So I'll be back when I get that far. Hold on. Alright guys, back. Had a little setback here. For one, my camera stand broke and I had to fix that. Second, I was putting in the warp engine here in the pylon, and apparently when I cleaned all the edges off so I would get a nice clean edge for the joints for the glue with acetone, apparently I didn't get it all because as I was pushing this in, guiding it through with I got all the wires here in the straw, as I was guiding it through, it popped and it came loose right in here. So what I'm going to do is call it a wrap for this part of the build right now. Give that a day or two to nice and set really tight. I'll put it back in and we'll come back with another update. So just keep doing what you do best. Keep building those models. Have fun doing it. And I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And if you would, please like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'd greatly appreciate it. If you have any questions or comments, you can leave them below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Till then, catch you later. Oh, and by the way, Happy New Year, even though it's a few days after.